greetings you Team Pamela. Wagwan, habari gani? How are you doing? I'm Jambo. I'm okay. We thank God for everything. Welcome everyone. Happy Sunday once again. And we are back again today in our reaction video of today with the land saga still on. And we have to talk about it. And before we jump there, each day we have new members. New members, welcome. New subscribers, welcome. Thank you so much for joining Pamela's World Kenya team. My returning subscribers, my returning viewers, welcome everyone. The keyboard reactors, you are the best. Thank you so much for always being there, helping me in other things. God bless you all. So now back to our reaction video of today. Today I want us to check on this same thing, the land grabbing saga in Nyabohanse village. It is continuing, and the people who are doing it are people who don't respect people. And once you know you don't respect people, that shows you don't respect yourself. Because respect starts with you. If you don't respect yourself, then you'll extend it to other people. So that is what I see in this family. They don't respect themselves. Because if you respect yourself, you won't even want people to talk bad about you. Because that name, the name should be good out there to sell. But these people, they don't care about what people are saying. That means they don't respect themselves. They don't value themselves. You value yourself, you protect the name. So now today's video, I want us to see the continuation of this land grabbing, the continuation of the cry in the village. I heard Aneso coming out talking about the things which are happening there or which has happened there. And Percy also came out, talked about how she might change her mind. The children will change their mind because the land was not sold with the right price. The person who sold the land was not in his right mind. Because of what? He was drunkard and they took advantage of him or of the situation. That applies to Aneso's dad, applies to people who have been selling the land, the Matikos, and the rest. Because they are easy target for these people. So I want us to start with Chef Matiko's mom, because Aneso also brought this. I didn't know these people are also, they have already adapted the style of Mura Senso, because once you go abroad, now you behave like now you are also different. And so this is the reason why this Matiko also have become Mura Senso friend, because they want to start doing the same thing. Because for Matiko's mom to go to Aneso's dad to ask for the land, and this is someone who stays in the village, this is a mom who knows what the value of the land is. She's not from somewhere else. We can talk of this, the Condad, because he didn't come from a place where there is land. So whenever he sees land like, he can grab as many land as possible. But this lady, I'm not giving excuse because whatever he's doing is good. No, I'm going to talk about him also. I'm starting with Matiko's mom. Because according to Aneso, Matiko's mom went to Aneso's dad. Before that, Aneso had talked to the father, because Aneso was away. After the mom was chased away, they went to the land registry with the mom. The mom called him, and they were told never to sell the land. There's no land which is going to be sold without their consent or without their signatures or their IDs. So they have this in mind, and they know no one can buy land in their home or in their absence. So when Matiko's mom went to ask for the land, it's like now she had talked to Aneso's dad in the absence of his children. So this is what I'm going to talk about. This lady knows how land is being sold. Land is not sold with one person. You just approach one person and then you say, I want you to sell me the land. Land is something which is passed from generation to generation. As Aneso says, the dads or the uncles, the father, they were like six of them. So you want to tell me a land which has 6 people, you just approach one person and then you just want land, you go. So you do that, you do it at your own risk. So Matiko's mom approached Aneso's father. And before she had approached Aneso's father, Aneso heard that the father wanted to send a piece of land, a certain piece of land. So Aneso approached the dad and asked him, why do you want to sell this land? And the dad said, because I'm old, I want to sell whatever is mine, then I eat. I will not touch yours, but the one which I have, I want to sell it because it is mine, I want to eat it. Many people, especially those people who will take alcohol, they just want to finish and then they go. But they don't go. They are always still here with us. So he talked like that. But what if you are given that land of yours that small and then you sell it, then you don't go? Where will you be? Where will you be? So Anissa talked to the dad, and at least told him there's no land which is going to be sold here. No land, because for you to sell the land, you have to pass through procedure. I have to give my consent, even mom. But without that, you cannot sell. So since then, the dad is not in good books with Aneso, because Aneso has seen the light and he is protecting their land. You know, the brother, the youngest brother, their young brother is young, Gitangit, I think that is the name. The boy is still in school, so, and the other brother is like now, he doesn't care. Anyway, we're not going to talk about the other brother. We're just talking about the things which are there. So Matiko's mom went there, not knowing Aneso was there. Aneso was chilling in his room, and he heard Matiko's mom asking for the land which he was supposed to be given. Then Aneso came out and told her, no. You are not going to get land here. So it's like Aneso mentioned Matiko. And the mom told Aneso, do not mention my son, because it is me who want that land, not my son. So don't mention my son. And Aneso also said, also, the condition which I'm giving you, do not come here to look for land. If you don't want me to mention your son, do not come here to look for land, because there's no land which you are going to get here. So that was the conversation between them. Mine to this lady, mine to the people who are buying land from these people without having a consultation or a family meeting. What you are doing is not right. Why is it that you want to buy the land illegally? Because you know exactly, even the people, even Mama Matiko, she knows she cannot sell a land. Even her, she cannot sell the land if her sons are not aware or does not agree. She knows she cannot do that. Why is it that she's approaching Aneso's dad, whom she knows is a drunkard and whom she knows has sons? She goes there in secret, want to lure this old man to sell her son land. Now she's talking about, it is not about my son, it is me who want the land. Where is that source of that money you want to use that in buying the land? Whose money is that? Okay, it is not the son who went to look for the land, but whose land is that? What is the source of the money you want to use? From who? From your son. So you know the procedures. You want the land badly. Involve the children. Involve the authorities. But luring or taking advantage of someone whom you know, you've been in that village and you know this man is a drunkard. And you know this man has son. So now you're forgetting where you've come from. This lady, the son has always come here and said, oh, they were just selling kerosene in the market. They didn't have anything. Now the son has now started getting ABCD. Now you want to lure your neighbors. You want to take their land, knowing what you've passed through. Stop this. Stop it. I'm not saying land is not supposed to be sold, but for land to be sold, even where I come from, the family has to sit down and check this land we are selling. What is the reason of selling the land? Because I know there's two major things which can make someone sell the land, not alcohol. You don't sell land to buy alcohol or to buy clothes or to buy what? No. You can only sell land if maybe you have a very sick person in the hospital. You cannot pay bills, and this is the only thing which you are holding on to. This is the only asset which you have. You can say, okay, we have a loved one in the hospital. You cannot exchange life. Life is precious. You can sell land to save life. You can sell a piece of land to pay school fees. If that land is sold at a proper price, not a token, not a token. The moment these people are going behind the children, this shows that what they are paying these people are peanuts. A land is not a sweet. A land is not tomato. You can just go and buy in the market. You cannot just wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to buy a land from so and so, or I'm going to sell a land to this so and so. It is a procedure. You have to sit down with the family. It is not one meeting. People can go and sit and sit and sit. Because the moment you sell that land, you might not have any other land, because this is something you pass from generation to generation. You have to look ahead, not just here. But these people who are drinking, these drunkards, what they see is just here. Like now the father of Vanessa is talking about selling it and eating it. It's like he's going to leave the world tomorrow. And what if he doesn't go? Where will he be? Are the people who are selling, knowing they are not involving the children, the family members? What are you after? What are you after? Someone asks you that. So that is that. Then I also talk about the land which they have there. Because Condad, the lands which they have just been buying these lands peanuts. Peanuts. They have not been buying this land. And the time they are buying this land, they have been buying this land, it's like they were rushing. They never asked for the numbers. They never asked for the title deed. Like you saw Mama Mat running in the village, going to look for a land which she bought with the motorbike. She ran. The land which she was supposed to buy in the coastal, she left and she ran, went to the village. Because there, it's cheap. You can just take it with like tomato. You just give a motorbike, you get a land. Eh? There's one thing which these people are forgetting. Let's just give them advice. Easy come, easy go. You get this thing easy like this, you might lose it. I've seen so many things. Even if you are Kenyans, you've seen. There are people who bought lands in places where they are supposed to be built. Houses are not supposed to be built. They made flat, they made apartment. And then one day they just wake up like this, those houses are down. Because there were no good papers, there were no procedures done. Like these people, now they are building houses. They don't even have title deed. They don't even have papers. If you don't have a title deed in a land, if you don't have a paper which shows you bought this in the right place, if you don't show the receipt which you paid, how you paid this amount, you just gave someone who was going to drinking then, you just gave him money just like that. When time comes, when the right procedures are followed, that house will be down. And I think these are the things which are making them, Condad and the sons are going around now, they want papers. Because they just gave money out to someone who was heading to drinking then. Take this, take that, taking advantage. When the deal is too good, think twice. Even the people who are buying. It's not about the seller only. The buyer also is at risk. Because when the children grows now, they will demand, we want to see the signature. You said my dad sold you the land. Let me see the signature. Who was there? Who was there when this land was being sold? And how much did you buy this land? You yourself, you don't have maybe proper records which you kept. You're just buying because you're taking advantage. Kitakuramba. That is a Kiswahili here in Kenya. Kitakuramba. I don't know how to translate it in English. It is like now, it will backfire on you. It will backfire. So I saw that and I don't like Condad and family. I thought they behave like they are learned. Why are they not behaving like learned people in the village to show people the right procedures of doing things? If they are the ones who are cornering, and they come out here and tell people they are rich. Rich people, when you go where people are not learned or people have no idea of things which they are doing, you tell them or you let them know or you coach them. But you are trying to step on them so that they don't rise again. You just make them go down. Take whatever little they have, you want to take it all. You want to take whatever they have, you want to take it all. And then you come out, you want to be rich. So if you are bragging you are rich, and you are not having any other person, people who are rich next to you, do you think you are rich? Rich people, you can call yourself rich while you are among the rich people. But how do you call yourself rich among the poor people? No one can recognize that. So like these people, you are rich, you feel you are rich, and you are taking the things which the poor have. All of it, without papers. And now is when Condad is running to Ernesto's second uncle, going to look for the papers, because those lands which those people have, already Condad has the papers. Because there's nothing important like a number. A number of a plot, all those plots which they have, what I know, you must have a number for you to process the title deed. And you can have if you have a title deed and you don't have a number, that land is not yours. You see how the number is very important. Having a number is very important. You can still use a number and build a house because the number is there. Because a number like now, let's say for instance, like 10 acres around there, you can have one number. But now you can subdivide them by the time you're going to take your title deed. So you subdivide number this, here, and there. But if you don't have a number, you cannot have a title deed. So Conrad went and looked for this number. He was given the photocopy, went and tried to forge in Nairobi to make it look like it is the original number. When they went to Kehancha, this according to Ernesto, the court checked and ruled out that was fake. He came back again. Now he went and lured Ernesto's second uncle, who gave him the number. By the time he was giving him the number, nobody knew he gave him the number. Because when they are operating, they don't involve other people. They go underground. They go lure these people. Because they know what they're doing is not right. Conrad, please don't do this. What are you doing? This is what I'm trying to ask. So he went, lured, and got this number. So according to Ernesto, all the plots which they have, even where they are staying, the person who is having the number is Conrad. So they are squatters, if I can say. Because if he goes ahead with this number which he has, if he goes ahead and go and make title deed with this number which he has, those people have lost their land. That is how serious it is. That is how serious it is. And that is how these people can be bad. How can you have a number which contains many plots? Not the only one, not the one which you bought only, but the one which is containing all those, the plots which are there. This one would have been left with the owner of the land who sold you the land, but he went and took it. Can you imagine? So he has it. So it's like now these people in Nyabohanse, the people who are living in that land, they are at his mercy. Today he changes his mind, he wants to go and get a title deed. That is it. These people are going to be squatters, but still the government or the court will check. How did you acquire this? How much did you pay? Blah, blah, blah. So many things will be looked at. So that is why I'm asking, why would one do that in their right mind if it is not robbing people? People think robbing people is just going and maybe going to the bank and rob things, or maybe go, such kind of thing, robbing people. Robbing by taking what they have. Going, cheating on them, cheating them, taking whatever they have, going against the law, because you going, luring this, pleading with this person without the family members. Okay, if the family members were there, if the sons were there, why is it that Conrad does not want to involve the likes of Ernesto while he's buying the land from the father? He has a son also whom he's securing land to. Even this Ernesto dad also has children. He has sons. If he's looking for this, you see him, each time Daisy is buying a land, he's there because he wants his son to have the land. He wants his son to have all this, to acquire all this land. But forgetting these places where he's buying land, those people also, they have their sons. Like Matiko is the son to that man. But he rather take Matiko's land and give the son. Selfish man. Selfish man. The father of Ernesto. Why can't he involve the sons of this father, the likes of Ernesto? He rather go there without the sons knowing, but take and give the son. Is that not robbing? Is that not robbing? Is that how it is done? Stop this nonsense. And they have realized things are not good. That is why they are running up and down looking for these papers. When they were buying this land, they had no papers. And that makes it risky for them, and they know it. They might lose everything, even where they have built. They will lose all those places when time comes. As I said, when the deal is too good, think twice. The deal was too good. Now is when they are coming to their senses, running up and down. Because they know if they tell these boys, they will not accept. And number one, they will have to produce the receipt, how they paid for this land. Because the lawyers are involved in these lands. They will be asked, whose signatures were there? Who signed? Because you cannot buy a land with one person. One member of a family cannot sell your land, never. So that one can be null and void. So they fear they might lose their land. That is why you see them running up and down. And again, Percy also came, talked about the issue of the land, where Bit River is staying, where Jamaican uncle, and where Muraseso is staying. The husband sold those lands when he was not in his right mind. Also, same thing of alcohol. Same thing. And these people took advantage. And now, according to Percy, the son, the firstborn son, asked, because they are seeing people just building next to their home. People are just coming with tractors and material. They are just starting to build. They are asking, what is happening? Is this not our land? Yes, it was your land. But the father sold it while he was drunk. Those are null and void transactions. Those who are doing them, you buy at your own risk. Those are null and void. You take advantage of someone who is intoxicated, and then you say, that is my land. You might lose that land. So Percy is also saying the children are not happy. When they grow, they will, because they don't have title deed now. If they want the title deed, they'll have to add more money. You see? They'll have to have had more money, which if they don't have, if the transaction was not done the right way, they are going to lose all these things. When the transaction was not done properly, it doesn't matter the type of a house in that land. The court does not look at those houses. They don't care. All they care is about how it was done. If it was done in a proper way, well and good. But if something went fishy, the buildings will be put down. It doesn't matter how many. I've seen it many times here in Kenya. Kenyans in the house, you've seen all these things. We've seen people crying, the houses being demolished, put down. In 1 second, the house which you built with a lot of money, like now they want to build with swimming pools on top of their houses. And these are just houses which they are bought. These are just plots which they are bought with motorbike. You can imagine. And I don't say buying plots are bad, but when you are buying plots, consider the other people we are buying. Must we render this village homeless or landless? Why? What did the villagers do to you? Where do you want to take them? And you think that they will let you do that? Finish them and move them away? I don't think that is going to be easy. Because they think, oh, we can talk, chief is here. When words come to us, it cannot start even from down there. The lawyers can be there and things will be done the right way. So they have to be very careful. Issues to be with land is not something, issues to be played with. It's not something to be played with. Even Conrad knows. Why he's doing this, we don't know. Why he's doing this, we don't know. And he's taking lands to people who have children, people who have boys also. He has one son and another adopted one, but he wants to take other people's plot to give this one. Where he's taking, those people also have sons. Don't they have a life? Or you think you are the only people who have a life or future? Your son keeps on stamping, who will keep on buying. Do you think you will keep on buying with peanuts? Time is changing. Wait and see if maybe those buildings, you will continue building if you don't have proper documents. So I saw that, I heard that, I never like that. And I heard this Daisy went to Matiko after talking of betrayal, after talking of ABCD. He went and bought a land, which we reacted upon. And now when he went and meet Matiko, I think he was meeting Matiko for the first time. The way he was playing with Matiko and that other man, mocking Matiko. I see that Matiko very noble. I think that is his character. Very noble and someone who is down to earth, someone with few words. And I don't think if someone is like that, people should play around with him. And this one is talking about, oh, Matiko, tell them, I helped you, right? It's me who made you be who you are today. Who is he now? What has changed apart from the body? It is just the body which has changed. Because before I used to hear him talk. Now he's not talking. Maybe he has effects. This medicine have affected him. He's not talking. You are just touching his stomach. You are touching him. He's not talking. And this one is talking about, oh, you know me. I have good intention for you, Matiko. You know I love you. You love Matiko. Go bring the wife to him. You love Matiko. Leave his land alone. You're loving him because you've ruined him. You're loving him because you've made him not to be like someone who cannot talk. You see, Matiko, you wonder what is happening. This man has taken everything from him, taken the land, taken the wife away. Now says, I mean well. I mean well. Men in the house, someone takes your wife away and then he tells you, I mean well. You know better. Let me know. Someone takes your wife away from you, remands you somewhere, and then when you come back, there's no wife. He has given you a different body which you are not used to. A big body which you cannot even carry. You cannot talk. Now he means well. That is this family. What they are up to, we don't know. But one day, one time, they will come to realize. I'm blaming Condad because his intentions are not pure. He has bad intention. He wants to render the villagers homeless. Squatter. He wants to make them squatter. Why? Why is it that you want to take the lands which belongs to other people's sons? Answer that question of mine. Why is it that you want to take the lands which belong to other people's sons and give to your son? You think your son is special? You think your son is the only one who is supposed to have land? Why are you creating enmity? Because this one you are creating enmity for your grandchildren. You might not be there in future, but what you are planting is not going to be good for them. Because number one, you don't come from that area. And this one will go a long way. Maybe this generation will not be there, but it will remain there how the grandfather used to do this to that, to them, to people around. So stop this. When you live with people well. When you buy land in a correct way. Not, you hear people still crying. You see, my problem is, okay, buying land is not bad, as I said. Keep on buying. If you have money, buy. Use the proper channel of buying land. But if you hear people are crying, we are not happy with the things which are happening, do you keep on doing the same thing? You don't keep on doing. But when you are doing it anyway, it's like you see these people are stupid talking about it. The world is complaining. I'm sitting here, I'm complaining because what is happening is not right. But that does not make you change at all. You keep on doing the same thing. That is not how it's supposed to be done. I think maybe if you were doing something, maybe you didn't know what you are doing is wrong, you would think twice. You say, okay, I thought I was just doing the right thing. It's okay. If you feel you don't want to sell your lands to me, then it's fine. I expected someone like you, someone who knows God. When you hear people talk ill and say they don't want to sell their land, you retreat. You say, no, me, I didn't have any ill motive. If you can sell, you say. If you don't want, then I'm okay. But you're just pushing forward. You want to take everything. You want to take everything. Each land you walk on, you just want to take. Anyway, that's all I have for you for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. I know you've already subscribed after watching this. Subscribe, share the video, and let me know what you think of today's video, because we are still camping in Nyabohanse to talk about this land grabbing until the day this land grabbing will stop. Thank you, and see you again in my next. God bless you. Bye-bye. Thank you.